James, now Lord Arbuthnot, was the first parliamentary champion of wronged sub-postmasters, believing in their innocence, even as the post office insisted they were guilty. Appearing at the public inquiry, he was asked what he would have said had he known then what he knows now.
It would have been that there had been a large number of miscarriages of justice, that the convictions that had been secured by the post office were unsafe, and that most, if not all, of the post office's convictions of sub-postmasters should be re-examined.
There are 2 other cases in my constituency alone.
Wow, really?
He played a central role, reflected in ITV's recent drama, in persuading the post office to commission an independent inquiry into the flawed Horizon computer system by forensic accountant Second Sight, a process he now says the post office tried to suppress.
I'm going to ask around the house.
They were worried that Second Sight was getting too close to the truth, and that if they allowed Second Sight to go on uncovering these things, it posed an existential threat to the future of Horizon, and that in turn posed an existential threat to the future of the post office.
I think he had 3 others in his constituency, and he basically never let go.
His constituent Joe Hamilton was the first victim to alert him to the scandal.
And how about the experience this week of finally hearing the public inquiry, put the case that you've been making for 15 years in the public domain?
I feel a bit sad, actually, if I'm honest, that all those years were wasted where people would have been alive to get their convictions quashed. My parents would have heard me get my conviction quashed. And you just think when people knew, it's sad.
The case against the post office has been made. Next, it is the turn of its executives and the politicians who oversaw them to answer the questions that campaigners like James Arbuthnot have been posing for years. Paul Kelso, Sky News at the Post Office Inquiry.